This is the most important movie about XRP even ever. The secret has been let out. The most valuable company in the world, BlackRock, wants to raise the price of XRP. Doesn't it sound crazy? But the world we live in is crazy and anything is possible. Crypto experts could not miss such a strong sign of growth. Forbes says that the price of XRP, $60,000, 0 cents, could go up. That's pretty cool, right? Watch this whole video. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Nota bene, the business world is busy. Ripple's XRP coin is once again getting a lot of attention. This time, it's not because of a lawsuit or a tweet storm, but because BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, made a big move. By adding a blockchain-based digital share class to a $150 billion 0-cent money market fund, BlackRock has filed to tokenize it. This isn't dry business talk, even though it might sound like it. One of the strongest signs so far that Wall Street isn't just dipping its toes into crypto is this. It's getting ready to jump right in. That product might be XRP, which is just below the surface. Cointelegraph says that BlackRock's file shows that the company wants to use distributed ledger technology to make mirror ownership of fund shares on the blockchain. In other words, their huge funds shares would have a digital twin, something that lives on the blockchain and looks like real assets. It's faster, more open, and could give people all over the world access to goods made for institutions. In other words, BlackRock is saying that blockchain is not the future, but the present. This is more than just good news for people who own XRP. It could change the game. The filing didn't say anything about XRP, but it doesn't have to. People who use XRP know exactly what this could mean. It has been years of quiet work by Ripple, the company that makes XRP, to build the infrastructure that will support tokenized assets and digital currencies issued by central banks. Their tech is already being used in projects in Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. They are not testing, they are launching. It couldn't be more perfect time. Now that the SEC case is mostly over and XRP isn't being watched closely by regulators, the stage is finally set for institutions to join. The neighborhood knows it. Posts from influential people like XRP and Cade have everyone talking about BlackRock and waiting for the big money. Aminix added to the mood with a short but strong BlackRock incoming. And Rick made things worse. Get XRP before BlackRock says anything. There is a stronger belief behind those tweets. One based on Ripple's strategic strategy, XRP's usefulness as a bridge currency, and the growing belief that BlackRock's move into blockchain could be the key. The guess is strong, but it's not completely false. BlackRock needs a blockchain that is fast, flexible, and neutral if it really wants to tokenize real-world assets. This is a better fit for XRP than almost any other product on the market. To get a sense of what might happen, picture an ETF as a vending machine that sells investment packages. You get a whole six-pack instead of just one drink. Putting XRP into that vending machine would be the same thing as making an ETF based on it. Investing has never been easier for anyone, from hedge funds to your neighbor with a retirement account. They can get involved without having to deal with crypto exchanges or secret wallets. If something is that easy to get to, demand could go through the roof. It's not just about price though. This is about being sure. For XRP, if BlackRock backs it, it would be one of the strongest institutional supports ever. For more than 10 years, Ripple has been working toward this goal. Not just for the coin. Global money flow without limits. Settlements in real time. In seconds, tokenized goods can be sent anywhere in the world. There's more to the noise than just talk about BlackRock's filing. It shows a world that seems more real than ever. And XRP, which was once pushed to the sidelines by cases and unclear rules, is now one of the most likely options to power this new financial frontier. Is that not crazy? But wait, this is just the start. Because the next thing that happens could totally change the story for XRP. Crypto experts are chatting about the possibility of a price increase. People who know about it say that BlackRock's move is just the beginning. Don't believe that XRP has passed its prime. You might lose your mind when what's about to happen does. The story about XRP is heating up faster than anyone thought it would. What we're seeing now could be the start of one of the most explosive stories in the history of crypto. The neighborhood is lively. It's full of tweets. The air is exciting with a sense of what could happen. Aminix says with confidence that XRP is about to break out. For those of you who are still holding, as Steph says, you're a hero. But now, people who don't believe are also talking. Big predictions are being made by analysts, leaders, and even Forbes. If you believe one tweet, XRP will go over $60,000 0 cents in just a few weeks. It says, I have inside information about XRP and it's about to go parabolic, which sounds like a joke about Trump. It doesn't matter if that's comedy or not, it's sending the same message through the market. There's a big thing coming up. Then there's Armando Pantoja, who says XRP will reach $100 0 cents by the end of 2025. That number may seem out of this world, but there is a good reason for it. Matthew Brennan, COO of CryptoGuard, brought this topic up on the first episode of his Ask Maddie show. Brennan isn't just making numbers up, he's doing what he says in his portfolio. He has been dollar cost averaging since 2020 and has 50% of his crypto in XRP. He is betting a lot on what he thinks will be XRP's long-term value in the global banking system. During the bull market in 2024 and 2025, he thinks XRP will go up. During the next 10 years, he thinks it will go up even more as it is used in real life. He's not the only one. Another expert, whose name is often mentioned on Crypto Crush, has said in public that he won't sell until XRP hits $333 0 cents. These numbers are not made up. They come from the idea that Ripple's technology and XRP's role as a neutral bridge currency make it the best asset for tokenizing global liquidity. In terms of bigger picture, if the price of XRP went up to $100 0 cents, that would be a gain of 4 to 286%. To reach $1 0 cents, there would have to be a growth of 760%. That's okay, being skeptical. But think about this. Amazon stock used to be worth $1.50. A price of 8 cents for Bitcoin was laughed off. There are many things in history that didn't seem possible until they were proven to be true. Its market value would be about $5,800 billion 0 cents if XRP reached $100 0 cents. If it reached $1 0 cents, it would be worth more than $58 trillion 0 cents, a number that changes not only crypto but also the whole financial world. At $100 0 cents, a small investor with 50 XRP could see a collection worth $500 0 cents. At $1 0 cents, it could be worth $5 million 0 cents. Some people see these numbers as out of this world. For some, they're a once-in-a-generation change. It may feel like there is too much to think about and the statements may sound crazy, but that's usually how it starts. One tweet said it so well, if you're still here, you're a legend, because what's coming next could turn all of us into legends. The CEO of Ripple couldn't just watch the fun happen though, it was a loud statement that he made that lit up the crypto world. He said that Ripple's technology is not only competing but about to take over the whole world's banking system. In the history of XRP, this is the most positive sign we've seen. The next thing that happens could make everything different. In recent weeks, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has said some very strong things, and one of the most shocking things he said was in a recent Fox Business interview. He talked about the